What's up, unicorns? Today we're making a quilt. So I've already cut out a piece of cardboard. Honestly, I didn't measure it. I just kind of guesstimated about how big I want it. You guys can figure out how much you want based off of how much fabric you have. But when you're marking your pieces of fabric, make sure that you're marking on the inside of the fabric, not on the outside, because you don't want anyone to see what you've marked. And on top of that, we're going to be using fabric markers anyways. So hopefully you guys have some washable markers and that no one will see the marker pieces. So let's get started. All right, guys, so whenever you get your first row done, it should look something like this. See how I have the lines created already? And then we're gonna do the cutting at the very end. So this is one piece of fabric I have. I also have this purple color. And I also have this black one as well. So for all the fabric I got, you guys, it cost me about 20 bucks total. So we got purple, Jack Skellington, and some black. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this our outside. This is gonna be the very inside, and then this is going to be the layer right outside of that. So let's get started. All right, so I got out of my sew kit. I went ahead and grabbed this. It is my needle. Grab my spool of thread, and I have my pair of scissors. Put that away. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with our outside corners. So I'm gonna grab this and this, so we can kind of see how long we want it. All right, so I grab my pens. I'm gonna pull them out. And I'm gonna have this as even as I can possibly get it. And then I'm gonna stick my pins in here, making it as straight of a line as I can possibly get it as well. All right. So when you're done with your pins, on the outside, it'll look like this. So once we're done sewing, we're gonna have a nice sheet. So now when we're starting the sewing process, we have this to start with. What I typically do is I grab my string, it's kind of frayed at the top, so I make sure that I cut it. I do lick my string and stick it right through the needle. So now that we're threaded, I'm gonna grab the very end. I'll show you guys right after what I'm doing. I kind of measure how much thread I think I'm gonna need. I cut the thread at the end. And then I just make a knot. Is the kind of stitch that I'm doing is going to be, so we're going to go from this side, put it in, and just pull. So now we're on this side. We're going to put it in where our knot is, stick our needle in, and pull. We're just going to keep going that way. So again, on this side, stick the needle in close to where you already had your first stitch, pull, and then right on top of that other line that we've made, and then pull. We go back from this side. The side without the little balls, pull through. Back to the side with the balls. So as long as you're on the right side, guys, you should have no issues with anything getting all bunched. Just make sure that you're not pushing that thread to a different side. And I'm actually sewing above where my little line is that I made with the pins. All right, so when you get to the end finally, which we're gonna do, is we're gonna go underneath our last loop and make a knot out of whatever we have left. All right, and then now we're gonna cut right here. So your first part of the quilt should look like this. All right, so then when we do the next set, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna keep on the same side. So we're calling this our back end, our back side of it. Get the next piece of fabric. And we're gonna lift up with it as well. All right, and then we're gonna do the same thing with the pens. We're gonna pin it together. All right, guys, so here's our first color I'm doing. It's different. So I've gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 across. And then we're gonna have a purple one over here. It's gonna be a purple one at this end. And then the black one's in the middle. So the black one's gonna be the next, I guess, frame. So the way that I did it was that I pinned right here where we're gonna be sewing. And that's how it's gonna look when it's done. All right, and we're gonna do that all the way across, and it's gonna be just the same thing. I'm actually just gonna stop when I hit this first corner, and then I'm gonna make a whole new thing for the next corner. If you guys have a sewing machine, you can actually just round your corners, but I don't have one, like I said, so I'm just gonna do it this way. All right, we'll be back. Guys, so we have gotten a few more rows done. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 done. Well, almost 4. I'm still working on that. But here's how it's looking so far. Check it out. We don't have that much more to go. We are almost there. But look how great this is looking. Guys, so it is finished. Check that out. So the person behind it that is holding it is about 6 foot tall, and it is a little bit bigger than him. So it'll be like a 6 foot blanket. But it is all done and it looks so nice. Thank you guys for watching. Check us out next time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and please share the videos.